Hi friends, it's Lee. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a get ready with me from that gorgeous, huge Sigma PR package that I received a few weeks ago. Remember when I done the unboxing? If you watched that video, I done the unboxing, showed you all of the products that was in that magnificent Sigma PR package that came to my door. I said I'm going to be doing a get ready with me down the road and using the products that is in the package along with the brushes. Well, today's the day. I did the get ready with me, and if you want to see how I got this look with all the Sigma products and brushes that was in that PR package, you just stick around because I'm going to bring it to you today on Beauty Over 70 with Lee. Okay friends, as I said in the intro, this is what we're doing today, a get ready with me on the big PR package that came to my door from Sigma here a while back. Now if you remember, I done the unboxing, showed you every product that was in the Sigma PR package, and as I promised, I would do a get ready with me and use what products and brushes that was in that box, and today's the day we're going to do that. So what I have done, there wasn't a foundation in there, of course. I have used the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour foundation is what I have used today, and to save time I have went ahead, since that was not a Sigma product and was not in the package, I have went ahead and cleaned, primed my face, put on my primer, and of course I used my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, one of my favorites, which is a $10 drugstore product. And then like I said, I went ahead and used the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour fresh wear, and my color is 411. And went ahead and put that on to save time. Went ahead and done my brows with my little Wet n Wild light brown. Now there was an eyeshadow primer in the Sigma package, and the color is Ignite. So I have went ahead and put that on my eyes to save time as well. Ignite is the shade that was in there. And that's a wonderful product. It really feels good. So, okay, that's about what we have done. I put a little bit of clear lip gloss on my lips going with this get ready with me. Hope you're doing great today. It's a beautiful day here. I've had some therapy and I am doing better, so keep your fingers crossed and keep the prayers coming my way, please. Yes, the hair's a wreck. I will fix it later. There's no point in doing anything right now, as you know. So I just put some rolls in it, and that's... So I'm going to use all the products. Well, not all the products. There was two blushes in there. There was a cream and there was a powder. So I picked one of them. I think it's a cream blush that I'm going to be using today. Going to be using the eyeshadow palette that was in there, and this is the new Mod. This is the color. Remember that I showed you that, the new Mod palette with those 14 gorgeous shades. So we're going to try that on these aging eyes and see what happens. Pulled out some brushes that was in there. Now a few of the brushes I had, and they did send some duplicates. They didn't send all of their brushes, okay. I think they maybe sent about 12, maybe 14. I can't remember exactly, but I do have the brushes that they sent, and that's what I intend to use today. So let's get going, and let's start on the eyes first thing. So I haven't tried any of these, so it's potluck today. We're going to see what we come up with, okay? I haven't tried any of these. This shade right here, the second one right there. Let me stick my glasses on. Now everything will be in the description box, so you're not going to miss a note, okay? I think it's called Sophisticated. It is a matte shade. Now there's some shimmers in here, and there's some frost. So a lot of these are not my colors. They're more on the burgundy pink tones, and those are not my colors. So let's see. I think I'm going to start with Sophisticated, and then we'll maybe go into Preppy. And I think I might go into that grunge down there. But let's start and let's see what happens. We can always mix colors. As a matter of fact, it's always fun to mix colors. I'm trying to use exactly what they sent me if possible. But if I don't have that brush, then I'm going to have to reach in my brushes, of course, to get the brushes that I need. And tapping it off. Tapping off the excess. And when we get down here, the smaller your brush, the more detail work is going to be done on your eyes. So just keep that in mind. This one is a little bit large, but I'm trying to make it work. If it doesn't, we'll fix it. We can fix anything most of the time. Go into a smaller brush. A smaller brush. I will put all the brushes in there that I'm using. I'm going to use that same shade, which is Sophisticated. Shade right here. The second one. The one I've been using. Tap it off, and I'm going to work right in this area here. I'm going to fill the bone right in that crease, and then right in there, and pull down some. Just going straight down, not out. Just push it in there. Push it. This light shade right here on the very bottom. And I'm going to go ahead and put some on my lid, and then I'll blend that together. This light shade on the very bottom is what I'm using. And I'm using a Sigma brush. And I'm not worried about getting it so unison or anything, because I'm going to pull those colors together. And if it overlaps, it's perfectly okay, because again, I'll be pulling them together. Going back to that same brush and that same shade. Using my Sigma switch that was in my PR package, I'm going to clean the small brush that I used up out here to put in there. I'm going to clean that, and I think I'm going to use this dark shade on the very bottom right here, this dark shade. And I'm going to put, it's a little too purple, pinky, burgundy for me, so I'm going to add just a little bit of depth, I believe, by adding a little bit of tapping on that and then tapping it off. Just going to punch this right in here just to give it a little punch and break that burgundy. Too burgundy for me. Again, using my small brush. Again, the smaller your brush, your detail brush, the smaller your brush, the more not control, that was the wrong word, detail work that you're going to get. And I'm just pushing that back in there and pulling it down on my lid. A shimmer, so I'm going to use my flat brush that I used a moment ago. They included this flat brush. I'm going to use my Sigma switch, clean my brush, and add a little bit of shimmer, which is going to be this second shade right here. The very bottom, the second shade, it's a shimmer shade right here. And that's where I'm going to put right up there to give me just a little bit of highlight. I hope this works. If it don't, I can put it on my brush and spray it with setting spray and it'll work. It's a pretty color. That'll work. Now I need a little bit of highlight. Let me clean my brush. This Sigma switch is fantastic, so you can just use the same brush and just clean it and just go right on with this shade and do a little bit of highlight under here. And the shade I used was the very first one, this one right here, to highlight. Just put it under my brow bone. Just blend, 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 and make sure there's no harsh lines. Now, I really don't have a blending brush in here. Let me see if this one will work. Here's one. Let me see if this one will work. You know, you get used to certain brushes, and when you get those brushes out of your hand and you try to apply your makeup, you're like a fish out of water, right? This is going to work pretty good. It's a Sigma brush. Just make sure there's just no harsh lines. That's what I'm after. That's what we have so far. That's what we have so far. Now, if I do my tight line, I'm going to use the tight line. They didn't put in a eyeliner pencil, so I'm going to use my Flower Beauty to tight line my eyes. And there was not a mascara, so I need to use a mascara. So when I do my tight line my eyes and do my mascara, I can always come back and add a punch of color on these eyes if I need be, okay? So let's go ahead and finish the eyes, and I'm going to tight line the eyes with my Flower Beauty. And today, I normally use brownstone, but today I'm going to use just black because this is pretty dark. So I'm going to go back and do a little bit more blending on these two up here because it needs it. So I'm going to tight line my eyes with Flower Beauty, and I'm going to use the black today. Makes a world of difference in your eyes. See how that stuff just glides on like butter? Really adds definition. Touch of shadow on the bottom so we can get just a little bit of a, I think I'm going to do mascara first. Just do mascara first. The mascara that I'm going to be using today is Prime Lash Mascara. This is a wonderful mascara. I was debating between the e.l.f. and this is the Prime Lash Mascara that was sent to me in a PR package here a while back, and I'm going to use this because this is a great mascara. I'm going to let one coat dry, and then while it's drying down, then I will apply another coat. I think I'm going to put my alias back up here and leave it because I have that 5 times and then a 1x on the other side with that 10 times magnification. And you really need it for detail work like the lashes, and let that dry down and put a second coat. Use my Sigma brush, a little flat brush, a little, this is the one they put in, and I'm going to dip in a shadow and put a little bit of color along the bottom. So I think I'm going to use the dark. This is a wonderful brush to do that. It's just a flat tip, and you can just dip in your shadow and go along and do that, and then come back and blend it. I think that's the trick with any eye makeup, is blending, 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 and I can see that I've got to come back and do a lot of blending. I can count on to do that, to smudge this. It's a smudger, and I don't have it, so I'm going to have to, I try to use everything that Sigma put in and stick solely with that, but sometimes it's difficult if you don't have anything to do. You have to grab what you got, right? Well, I think we're finished with the eyes. Like I said, when I get the color on the lipstick and the blush, I can always go back and add a little more if I need to. I think now I'm going to do some bronzer. They did put in a bronzer, and there was not a contour, so I'm going to be using my MILANI Hey Honey. MILANI Hey Honey is what I'm going to be doing a little bit of contour with today. Now, I had this Sigma brush for contour. This chisel brush is great. So they did not include that, so that was my brush. Like I said, I have several Sigma brushes. So let's put this Hey Honey on, and let's see if it's going to work. If it not, we'll make it work somehow. This is a great little MILANI. It's a great little contour. Not very pricey. Smooth it out and up. I like to smooth it and then go up. Just take the brush and push it up. That's what I like to do. Again, I'm telling you what I do. Push it up. On the other side, for some reason this side is harder for me to do because of my light setup, and there's a window there, and I always have problems with this side more than the other one, so we'll make it work. There's not a window over here. Just keep blending and pushing it up. So when I put on the contour or the bronzer, it'll blend in. We'll make it work. Okay, let's do some bronzer. Now, they did include a bronzer, and they put in 2, as a matter of fact. They put in a light and a dark in the Sigma. So I'll be using the light shade today. I hope that works. I'm going to choose the light over the darks, but they did include a bronzer brush. And this is the bronzer brush that they included. So let's dip in this and see if that, tap it off, and let's see if that's going to work. Give me a little bit of color. Warm me up a little bit. Again, tapping it off. And I'm going to contour down the bridge of my nose a little bit as well. Just laying, what I'm doing is this chisel, Sigma chisel brush, I'm just laying it and then it's just tapping it. But I'm going all the way up near the eye area. Can you see the difference? I haven't blended it yet, but all I'm doing is just laying that. It's just going to, I don't have a wide nose, but it's going to help and take a little bit right there. And then when I get to the highlighter, I'll put some highlighter on down the bridge of my nose. The Sigma bronzer in light, that worked pretty good. Okay, let's go on to some blush. Now the blush that they sent a powder and they sent a cream, and the blush that I'm going to use today is a cream, and the color is PASHMINA. It's a cream blush, but it is more on the coral tones. Do you see that? It's more on the coral tones, so I may have to add a little bit more with that because I want it to blend. I want it to match the lipstick they sent, and it's not going to match at all. So I may have to doctor it up a little bit, but let's go ahead and get this cream blush on. And they did send a blush brush. So I'm hoping this is going to work with this. If not, we'll make it work somehow. I'm going to tap it. Like I said, it's very, very coral. And I'm going to tap it on the back of my hand. I don't want to get too much. So the other one, the other shade was a pink. I hope it works. The powder was pink, and I really didn't want that, too much pink, so I decided I opted to do with the coral. What you think, friends? I can always come back and doctor it up. Then a lipstick, and the color lipstick they sent was New Mod, which matches the eyeshadow palette they sent. The lipstick is New Mod, and it's really not my better color, but that is New Mod, and it is Sigma. We're going to see how it works. And there was no lip liner, so I chose a little e.l.f. lip liner that is, I think, is going to blend okay with it. So I'm going to line my lips. If you see my lip shaking, sometimes I get very, very shaky. And I've been doing that, and I'm not sure if I used that cream a couple nights ago, and that they sent me that compound cream, the 5 medicines in one, and when something hits your skin, it absorbs in your body, and it's making me more shaky. So, but it is easing the pain, so go with it. It's a lovely color, and I think so. I think it's going to work fine. I think the liner was fine with this new Mod lipstick from Sigma. The formula feels really good and creamy. Now, they also sent a lip oil, which is they sent this lip oil, which I guess matches this. So we're going to put a little bit of this lip oil on here. I think it has kind of a large doe foot. You see that? It has a large doe foot with it. I don't want to get too much. Has a lot of ingredients in there. That's really good for your skin. Concealer. There is two in here in this little compact. There's a light and a medium. Can you see that? There's a light and a medium. So I think I'm gonna choose the light today. There is not a concealer brush, so I'm gonna grab my Angie Hot and Flashy. Put some concealer, correcting. They're calling it correcting, but it's a concealer. Anything you want to correct, you know. Different companies call different names. And I'm just going to push up. It's not all vanilla, and it would be a boring world if everything was the same, right? Speaking of vanilla, I have been craving vanilla ice cream, and I've been really trying to drop a few pounds, and I think I have dropped a few pounds, but I've been eating an apple for lunch, and I felt like I got shaky. I really needed some protein, so I've been going back to eating my piece of cheese with it. And yesterday I felt a lot better with the pain and everything, so I had a sandwich, and you know, I usually don't eat that much for lunch. So okay, let's set this with some powder. They did not include any powder, so let me grab my setting powder. It include a brush, a powder brush, but you know, this is okay for around here, but it underneath the eyes. So they did include a smaller, that's more for highlight. I can't use that, so I'm going to have to grab one of my brushes to go underneath the eyes. There's a special brush that I use that I like to dip in. I'm going to use my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Best Powder. I've got high end, but this powder is great. It's great. I'm going to dip in that, and I'm going to set this concealer. Let's see what I need to do. Let's see if I need to add just a touch more blush. I feel like I do on this side, and then I end up with too much. I think I'm just add just a touch more on this side. Cannot wait to get these brows done. Absolutely cannot wait. I'm gonna get my brows done. That's what I've asked for Christmas. I'm gonna get my eyes, brows done, microbladed or powdered, and I'm gonna get these broken capillaries done. So, and there's a crown that needs to be done. So out of pocket with that's probably a couple of grand, even though I have good insurance. It's always something, right? Always something that needs to be fixed. Okay, I'm going to powder, and then I'm going to add a little bit of highlighter. And go over and set all of this. And then I'll use highlighter. I know this is kind of lengthy. I'm having to talk and explain rather than just go with it, you know. I'm going to do highlighter. And then I will come back, I will go and do something to my hair and put on my jewelry. Now I'm going to do a highlighter, and the highlighter is called SIZZLE. That is the shade they put in. It's called SIZZLE. The packaging on Sigma is great. I have several Sigma products, several brushes, probably more brushes than the actual products, but I really, really like the quality and that. Okay, I'm going to use a brush that they did put in, and it is a highlighter brush, and I'm just going to tap in this SIZZLE and then tap it off, and I'm going to put just a touch over that blush, tap it off right on the bone, and I'm going to come down the bridge of my nose with it. And add just a touch right here under my brow bone, right through here. Okay, I think we're just about finished, and that is the finished look. Now, like I said, I'm going to do something to this hair, put on some jewelry. I will be right back, and we will take a look and see if we need to touch up on anything. Stay with me, my friends. I'm back, and this is the finished look that we ended up today with the Sigma Get Ready With Me. Everything that was in the PR package that Sigma sent me a few weeks ago, this is the products that I put on. I didn't have a foundation, so I had to use my own foundation. There was a few products that was not in there as far as foundation and some color, so we had to substitute, you know. So this is the finished look. Done something to this hair, put on some jewelry. And what do I have on today? I just have on this little matching costume, silver and black necklace with matching earrings that I've had for years. Most of my jewelry, I haven't bought jewelry. I haven't been shopping in a long time, so I haven't bought anything new. I've had these for years. They're just costume. Don't ask me where I found them. I don't know, but people ask me all the time. You guys ask me all the time, where did you get that? What brand is it? I have no idea. I do a lot of shopping at Belk and Dillard's ingredients. So it was just probably a back rack special, but that's what I have on. Have on a little 3/4 sleeve ruby road top. I love black and I love this cream color, so I chose this top to wear today because Sigma Colors is black with the silvery white. So that's why I chose this outfit today. It's very cool, very comfortable. And so this is the finished look with the PR package from Sigma. And I thank you so much for watching and stopping by my channel today. I can't say that enough. I'm still healing. I'm in therapy. I'm using that compound, that rub that has the 5 ingredients in there. I'm still healing. I'm getting my rest, and I am in therapy, and I'm wearing my SI joint belt that when I'm up and active, I'm wearing that belt as much as I can. So, you know, I'm coming along, and I'm going to get this. Keep remembering me in your prayers. I need those. I feel those. And I just cannot thank you enough from the bottom of my big heart for the prayers and the support that you give me. And I will be eternally grateful to each and every one of you. Just continue to remember me in your prayers. If you love my channel, if you like my channel, just go ahead when you start to comment, go ahead and click that thumbs up, and then you won't forget to do it, because that helps me. I need that. I need that. It takes a lot out of me to do these videos. Yes, I enjoyed it, but it takes a lot of work and it takes a lot out of me. So please keep that thumbs up and share my video and continue to comment, because I love the comments. I really do. So, you know, please do that for me if you enjoy my channel, so I can stay on. So I enjoy all these products that Sigma sent me. I think the look looks really good. I'm very happy with the colors that they sent. I worked with what they sent in the package. Didn't steer away from anything unless I had to. So that's the way it goes. If you don't have it, you got to grab something else, right? So I'm going to leave you. I'm going to cut it off. I'm going to leave you with my favorite words. Go out and make today better than yesterday, and always remember that I love you. I will have a video for you, my friend, next Thursday. Hope you have a fantastic week on this fall cool season, my favorite. Bye-bye, my friends.